Welcome to Debutante Renegade. On today's show, 28-year-old virgin. But first, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the little bell alert notification button next to subscribe so you never miss a video. Comment if you like, and if you want to write me your own question, send me an email to debutanterenegade@gmail.com. It's written in the description box below. So for today's show, I got a question from a male 28-year-old virgin who's wondering what he should do when dating, whether or not he should tell people that he's dating that he's a virgin or not. So here's my advice. I wouldn't bring it up. I wouldn't offer it if somebody asks you if you are or what your experience is. Then I think you can answer honestly or as best you can. But I wouldn't offer it up. I would just go out with the person you're going out with, go on a few dates, whatever, when the time arises. I think you can do it. And if you feel like your performance wasn't great, you can let them know afterwards, or you can just play it off like, I'm a bit out of practice or something, or you could say something like, I haven't dated in a long time or something, or I haven't had a sleepover in a long time. And that's not a lie, and you could just let a little time go by before letting them know, if you stay with that person, that you were a virgin. And if you don't stay with them, then it doesn't matter. They don't ever really need to know. But I had kind of a similar thing happen with a friend of mine. She managed to graduate college and be in her 20s and still be a virgin. And that's kind of exactly what she did. She went out with a guy and she didn't tell him that she was a virgin because she didn't want to put all that pressure on somebody like, oh, I'm going to lose my virginity to you. She just didn't want there to be pressure. She just wanted to get to know somebody and she wanted to have sex. So she was okay with that, whether it worked out or not. But she went out with a really nice guy. They went on some dates and, when the time came to have sex, I think she even said something like, it's been a while or whatever. She said something like that, like, because I think she was worried that it might seem like, it was her first time or whatever. But, they had sex and she didn't tell him right away that she was a virgin. They kept going out. They kept having sex. They started a relationship. They were together. I think they were together a few months when she finally told him that she lost her virginity to him. And yeah, she finally owned up to it. And of course he was fine with it. They ended up actually getting married and are happily married to this day. So, but I think she would have been fine even if they did it the way that she went about it. I think it was a really level-headed and smart approach. And that's what I would advise. In this instance, my 28-year-old virgin, I know it's a little different for men than for women, but I play it off the same. Just, I wouldn't bring it up. I wouldn't offer it if it's asked. Be honest. But otherwise, when the opportunity presents itself, do what you will. I don't think anyone's going to be able to tell that you're a virgin by your first time. She might be able to tell that you're not experienced, but I don't think she'll be able to tell that you're a virgin. And you could always, offer whatever, just say it's been a while or something. That's my advice. That's my advice. Don't worry about it. I think a lot of women would be okay. And I think even if you don't perform as well as you would like to on your first time, I think there's plenty of things that you could say of like, it's been a while, or, next time will be, or I look forward to next time or something, I mean, I think a lot of women know that. Look, even men that aren't virgins, I've dated people who weren't virgins, and sometimes if it's been a long time since someone's had sex, it can affect it, so, and that's okay. I think most people wouldn't judge the first time, a lot of people will give it more time. So I think that you'll be okay. And if you're not, then at least you've already lost your virginity and you don't have that albatross hanging over your head anymore. So win for all. It's a win-win. Yeah, so I don't think you need to offer that up. Unless someone asks, I would keep it to yourself, and when the right time presents itself, and do your best. And if you are a virgin, I would say before you have sex, if you're going to get to that point, learn, do a little reading, do a little studying, do some research on where the clitoris is and how to how to work with that and give a woman an orgasm that way, so that before if you know what you're doing there, if you can give her an orgasm before you ever even have sex with her, then she won't be mad if your performance isn't the best or whatever, because you'll have already taken care of her, so to speak. That is my advice. Best of luck. I hope you find somebody wonderful to lose your virginity to, and that it's a good time and that you're safe. And that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. If you have a question of your own, send it to me, debutanterenegade@gmail.com. I'll see you in the next one. Have a beautiful rest of your day.